Hi guys, it's me, Trash Mama, and the beautiful Frosted. Fuck every time. Frosted
yeah,
Turner. Yeah.
Somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they went.
She's everywhere.
Hey guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Snacks and Relax podcast, and get ready for a banger of an episode.
Yes.
Today is finally the day. Woo!
It's finally launch day for Trash Mama's business that she's been working on for so long. Trash Mama Wigs. It has officially launched as of the posting of this podcast. The website is now live and all the products are also live.
Yay! I'm so excited I could cry.
Let's tell them some stuff before you cry.
Okay, cool. We have shed so much just like blood, sweat, and tears. Like whether you're here or you're not.
How long have you been working on this? How long have you been working on this? That's the thing that just popped in my head. I'm like, it's been fucking a long ass time. It's been so long.
2 years now.
Yeah,
it would be
really
in sort of the works. Yeah. It took kind of a kick in the ass, but here we are. Hello.
Yeah. So you were actually originally trying to launch earlier in this year, but then COVID hit is basically what happened. So you were trying to launch at the beginning of the year, and then a pandemic happened.
Literally, it was just like, hey, bitch, you want to do something? Now. It was just shitting on me. I was like, why?
Yeah. Like I can say from a behind the scenes perspective, the amount of actual real blood, sweat and tears have actually gone into this final launch. It's not your first original interpretation like the one that it's not what you wanted to officially launch at the beginning, but there's been some changes which you'll find out about in a second from Trash Mama because of the pandemic, obviously. So some changes have been made so that she's able to finally launch in a slightly different place than you originally were going to, but it was other things will still happen in the future as well as that dies down and hopefully goes away altogether.
I know, right?
In the near future. So this whole episode is just going to be all about the launching of Trash Mama Wigs. So we will put the link to the Trash Mama Wigs website down below in the description box. You guys can click it right after you can start looking right now while you're listening to us if you want to. Or you can wait till the end and you can obviously click it then and peruse it whenever you want to. And like I said, it's live. The products are live. You can shop them right now. Hopefully we'll cover a bunch of questions, but if we miss anything or you want further information, please leave us comments down below. We will answer every single comment or question or anything like that you guys give us on these podcasts. We do check them, so give this video a like. We hope you enjoy this video, and I'm going to pass you over to Trash Mama to give you most of the information for this podcast. So here we go. Let's do this.
All the tea. Okay, so I guess we start with a little bit of an explanation, then we can go into all the products.
What is Trash Mama? What is Trash Mama Wigs?
So I actually wrote a little ditty. I was gonna like freeball this, but I actually remember writing a whole thing about what is a Trash Mama and what the fuck am I doing here. I love that. I was literally, I think it was I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, I think, when I used to go out and go drinking and whatever, young people do or whatever. And this one girl that I met, she was just so drunk, and then I will remember it forever. She's like, what the fuck are you even doing here? Who are you? And what is this all about? She didn't mean it in an aggressive way, but she's like, what is this all
drunk,
about? She's like, I want to know. I'm like, I love you. This is great. So it's just who the fuck are you? Why are you here? So I said, who or what is a Trash Mama? Trash Mama is me. Hi. Hello, lovelies. I'm a designer by day, and by night a makeup and hair fanatic. A sassy by trash bag glam queen, basing my practices as an artist around recyclability, reusability, and rainbows of color and glittery goodness.
That is so cute and so spot on.
Trash Mama Wigs is an extension of myself and all about celebrating self-expression to the world of rainbow hair, texture, and style. Create the look of your dreams without damaging your hair from dyeing or heat styling. Change your look up whenever or wherever you want. There are no rules and everyone's invited. Be 100% authentically you.
that is such a perfect. I mean, obviously, it's a summarization. There's only so much you can say in a certain amount of time and stuff like that. But that is a perfect summarization. Straight off the bat, you are such a fun, loving, really kind person. You're always so enthusiastic. You're really creative. You've always got so much to give. You're such a busy person, but you always find time for everybody and everything. Like, you're so supportive and fantastic. And I'm so glad that we're doing this episode of Snacks and Relax podcast to just all about your brand. And I can't believe you've launched today. Like, it's just been such a roller coaster. I can't believe we're finally here.
Oh my God. So many iterations.
Love what the brand stands for. Obviously, that was very much a summarization. You are... I think if I had to explain you to somebody, I would definitely use all the words you use. Maybe also, like, you're honestly one of the most flamboyant people I know. Like, you know, people in real life who actually yell like, yes, like, do I occasionally? Yes. Do you every single sentence? Yes. Like, that is the embodiment of you. Like, glitter, rainbows, and like, yes, yes.
Put it on my grave. When I die, it's just yes, queen.
So I love how inclusive this is. You're such an inclusive person, and you really rally behind all kinds of people and groups and stuff, and that's really fantastic. So I know like how open and supportive you are, and how much like it means to you to be inclusive in your business.
Yes.
And how you really want to be able to cater to absolutely anybody, and really focus on the thing that you said, which was there are no rules. There's no rules. You can wear anything you want to. You can mix and match any colors. There's no rules about you have to have matching colors with your real hair color or anything like that. Like, just literally live your best life is pretty much your mantra for this. So let's get into some more stuff about the business. So did you want to tell us about what you're launching first?
Sure. And then we can later we can go into backstories of how it all happened and whatnot. But so today we are releasing the Fairy Floss Gradient Ponytails.
Yes.
So there are 5 colors in total. We have That's Hot. We have Lunar Eclipse. Blueberry Slushy.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. I have to go through my little slides. Eggplant Sunset and Water Weave. And Bloodlust, did I mention that? Yeah.
I don't remember, but yes.
yeah. Oh, God.
Gradient ponytail extensions. Did you want to explain what that is a little bit?
Okay, so I guess there's a difference between an extension that has a weft clip and a ponytail. So a ponytail is either held on by a drawstring wraparound, or there's a ribbon sort of tie onto, or even a clamp pony. There's sort of four or more sort of ways.
Yeah.
That's just the generic, right? So I have drawstring ponytails because I should have picked another one that's better than this.
You tried out a bunch of different fastenings, you pretty much tried out all the fastenings, the different ways they're held on, and that was your preferred one that you actually wore yourself and throughout the day for hours at a time, and tried and tested, and that was your favorite one that you thought was most comfortable, worked the best, and stayed on the longest, and all that kind of stuff.
So so the main ones that I like personally, because I have very short hair. I'll show you in a second, my little pom here.
You can see it's not much longer than see the fringe there. It's pretty much
yeah, I have the shave size and a bit of hair in the back. That's it. And I have a very sensitive scalp, so it was a huge deal for me to cater to everybody. Oh, hang on, I'm having a bit of a malfunction here. Hang on, let me try and okay, cool.
That's what I did. I just tucked it in. I'm just
tuck in my little muff. So as I was trying a bunch of ponytails, it's very important to me that A, it caters towards everybody, and B, that it's easy to put on, and C, that it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So this is going to work whether you have really, really short hair. So trash mama's basically got what you would call a pixie cut or something like that. Like the length is really as short as it gets without basically being like bald, which I've been before, like many times before.
Yeah.
I've actually legitimately shaved all my hair off. No, if you're watching and you haven't seen before, I'm not kidding around. I've been bald a bunch of times before, which is
fun. She's a bald queen.
Currently, I've got a pixie cut length too, which is just a little bit shorter than trash mama's, but almost about the same length. So this will work whether you've got long hair or short hair, or in between hair, obviously, as well. I like that you've actually gone and you've tried them out, all the different variations, chosen the ones that actually work and that you like and are most comfortable. You said you've got a sensitive scalp, so they're really great. And if you've got like thin hair or sensitive scalp, they're not going to irritate you and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really important.
So yeah, obviously you have to try out because not everyone's the same. Sometimes sensitivities
not everything
are
is
worse
for everybody.
Than others.
Yeah,
for sure. And like if it just doesn't work, unfortunately, it just doesn't work. But like I know what works for me personally. That it's just super sensitive. So as I was trying sort of like ponytails, like obviously you know, Brooke, I've tried. Probably over like 500 different types, and have still bought
the amount
even more.
Of samples.
Like literally last week, I bought more samples.
Yeah, so many.
Thousands and thousands of just get it rain.
So you set on the drawstring ones after trying them all out.
So these oops, hang on, excuse me.
Are they all? So they're all the same length, aren't they? Is it 24 inches?
So I've put on the website that they're 24 to about 30 inches. Just how they're made, it's sort of like
a bit awkward length to measure.
It's hard to say, exactly how long they truly are.
So they might slightly vary between 24 and 30 inches, but they're all in between those lengths depending on the colours and stuff like that.
I mean, you could
There's
cut
lots
it to
of
whatever
hair
length
there
you
too.
like.
That's what I love, like the amount of hair, how soft it is. Like you can see just from looking at it, you touching it, how soft it is.
Yeah.
I've seen Trash Mama wear multiple of these. She's worn them as double pigtails. I've seen her wear it up high on top of her head. I've seen her wear it down low. I've seen her wear them in a variety of different ways. You can mix and match the colours. You can have two of the same colour or two of different colours. You can have just one. You could wear these, wrap them up as big space buns, or have one big bun on your head or at the back or wherever you wanted. They're really, really versatile. You can plait these. You can put little plaits in them. You can plait the whole things. You know, there's just so many options with these. Like, and I mean, you could even cut them if it's not for you. The length you could. I mean, it's your ponytail. If you buy it, you can do what you want.
Do whatever you want to it. And like I said, there is no rules when it comes to these. And like, I feel like with a lot of hair brands, it's very like basic sort of orientated, and I don't mean basic in a bad way. I mean very like natural hair colors. And do you want to be a center of attention?
Oh, I'm just trying to move us around. Sorry, hang on.
I'm joking. It's fine.
I just forgot how to change our positions.
Yeah, it's totally fine. So yeah, it's very natural hair orientated, I guess is what I would say. Like, there's nothing wrong with being like a basic person. Like, that's just what you like. No worries.
If you're into more natural, normal sort of styles, that's totally fine. Obviously, Trash Mama and I are very much into the exact opposite, but whatever you're into is totally fine. Whether you're somebody who's very natural, or if you just want like a little bit of fun, or if you're a sometimes person who sometimes like to change it up. If you just want to experiment a little bit in your free time, or if you like are interested in like, you know, someone who likes to do videos or photos, or if you just want to go out and have a good time with different hair, if you just want to wear it out for a festival or a party or a costume or a cosplay or anything, you know, anything you want. Or if you're just like us and you just like to experiment every single day, you know?
Exactly. And the best thing about these, like I'll show you all the colors in a bit, is that I figured out a way to make them even better. So I think about last week or something, I was a little bit annoyed that like the drawstring sort of mechanism here, actually I'll show you one of the lighter ones, it's probably easier to show on camera. So this section here, these little clips, sometimes they can come apart because of it constantly doing this and coming apart, doing this and coming apart. Yeah,
right. They're just not well attached. Not as well attached as you would like them to be, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's normal because like it's literally like contracting and then opening and contracting.
Right.
It's just it's bound to happen, right? It's like you like opening and closing a button and the button comes off. Like you don't yell at the button.
I mean, over time, that's what, exactly. Sure. Like, you know, over time it would.
Yeah, so what I've done is, or what I'm going to do, like as per every order, I just thought I shouldn't keep delaying it. So, you know, it's happening, is put in a double stitch in here and do a loop stitch across here to make sure that it's even more sturdier than it originally comes. As well as this sort of front section here, you see how it's just like sort of like loosely sort of put together with this sort of like plastic band here. I've done what I've coined as a pink butthole.
So this is the best. I love this. I haven't seen this pink butthole yet. I'm so excited.
Okay, so it's also a way of me, I guess, what's the word? Branding my ponytails without having to like sew in tags. So now we have the pink buttholes. So at the top, I literally have to, I guess, knit in wool. So every sort of like wool or even down to the thread that I use is all thrifted. It's not like bought new or anything like that. So if it comes with like a black stitch inside or a different colored stitch, it's what I've got. And that's why, like in the beginning, I sort of explained this is how I sort of run things of like recyclability, reusability.
Yeah, it's really important to you to try and be sustainable and think about the environment. Thrift things that you reuse, things where you can, and the packaging, which we'll talk about soon, and you will actually get a look at, is all recyclable and stuff as well. But before we do that, let's have a look at the ponies because
alrighty. All right, so let's chuck away the pink butthole. Goodbye, sir.
I really love that you have tried all of it. Like I said, you have literally put in all the work to try out all the different variations and colors and styles and everything. And you've chosen the best ones, the best looking ones, the best feeling ones, the best like working ones. And you've gone the extra step to actually make them like even better and more secure and last a longer time and stuff. That just speaks volumes about like honestly, people just buying from all these giant companies and stuff, you do not get this kind of fucking dedication and hard work into every single thing that you are going to receive from somebody like you buy from a small brand or a small like indie company. So
I'm gonna cry. That's so nice. Like obviously I'm not blind to know that I put in a lot of work into things, but like it's nice to be recognized that you work your ass off.
It is, yeah. You honestly have just put so much work into this.
So much. Maybe even too much. Thanks. Oh goodness. Okay, all right. Let's get into taking a look at all of them. Okay, so I guess we can start with the one on my head.
Oh god, it's so pretty. See what I mean about what Trash Mama always says about no rules, not wanting. You don't have to. You can mix and match. You can wear it however you want to. If you want to match, that's perfectly fine. That's your prerogative. But for somebody, if you want to try stuff out and go crazy, like look how good it looks. Her hair's blonde, and that's like it's like a dark brown or black to red ombre you've got going on there. And it still looks amazing. Like it doesn't look out of place or anything. It just looks stunning. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, so I've just put it sort of like mid-length. I wouldn't put it like too sort of high, but I usually wear them. So I'll wear them sometimes for work because I work from home due to the pandemic and whatnot. So I just wear it during our Zoom calls and everyone has a good time and whatnot. So it's really, it's fun. It's really nice to kind of be like a nice conversation starter. Like I wouldn't wear it to the office, but like just in our Zoom calls, it's kind of fun. And I get stopped a lot when I go to the grocery store because I wear these. And they're huge when you put like another one against that and it's just like this big hair and stuff. But yeah, so we'll start with this one. This is Bloodlust. It is a pure black to red, and it sort of like dips into this almost like burgundy in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It fades into this beautiful red. Like I'll just sort of like be in like the lighter bit because you can sort of see. It's absolutely gorgeous, so soft. It doesn't tangle super easily either.
Yeah.
And the best thing about these ponytails is that you can heat style them.
Yes. So important, right?
Oh my god! Like I can straighten this if you, because like these come in a yaki style is like how they're sort of made. They're put through like a crinkler to make it more fluffy, and it doesn't have to be fluffy if you don't want it.
No, if you want like sleek, like straight, if you want a really sleek, straight ponytail, you can absolutely do that. You can even do like spiral perm curls on it if you want to. Like I've got going on in this wig right here. You could literally do anything you wanted to it. Really, like there's not really any limitations. I'd probably be on the safer side. Most synthetic, wigs and extensions and stuff like that do recommend not to use over a certain degree of heat on it. Just, I mean, just because you don't want to damage it over time by using too much extreme heat on it. But for the most part, like where most, heat styling tools are capped at is totally fine. If you've got one that's just extremely like hot for some reason, I just do a Google search and find out like what you should set the temperature at and stuff like that.
So I have said I think it's about 120. Any sort of higher than that, and I think you'll kind of like mess with the fiber, and it just gets too hot. Also, it's just not safe in general to use that. But always strand test. Always strand test before you even try it.
Take a bit from like underneath or something where it's not going to be noticed or anything like that, and you can just do a little test. That way if you put it back, nobody's ever going to see it. If anything, worst case scenario, anything happens, nobody will know. So I will also be offering a service if you want it straightened, curled, etc. It's totally optional service, but it's an extra thing that you can pay. It's not expensive, and it's just really, really awesome to me. It's so cool that you're offering like actual customizations for people who want them and stuff. Obviously, these customizations, you can take them out if you wear them for a while and you get sick of them. That's totally up to you. You don't have to leave them in there. But did you want to let us know? Sorry, I didn't mean to. I got too excited and interrupted you for a second there. Let us know what these customizations are.
Okay. So we have at the moment, just for now, it is purely straightening, and I might add like some crimping and stuff like that later, but just for now it's just purely straightening because I know a lot of people want that. So we also have style charges for single and double. So if you order a ponytail singular or pigtail set as a double, and I guess we'll talk about bundles a little bit later. Sorry, I'm trying to like figure out how to sort of say things, but
it's a bit hard because it ties in together. But we'll do our best.
Okay. So the styling charges, as we sort of like go along, is that I have I think it's about 10 or more different styles that you can have it braided into if you like.
Yeah.
So it can be like those Pinterest boards you see for festival braids and stuff like that. I do a lot of that stuff. You just check it out. You look through and just like pick one, and it's sort of just like, you DM me or, email.
It's very affordable. If you see something, or if you want to know if you can get something done that maybe isn't listed, you can definitely contact through the website, like via email, or you can contact trashmamawigs through their Instagram page as well, and just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. Worst case scenario, if it's not available right now, she'll just let you know. But if she can do it, she probably will do it for you. So you can check out those prices on the website. Like I said, they're very affordable, and there's lots of options, and there's probably going to be even more options coming in the future. Did we want to show off the rest of the wigs, rest of the ponytails? My brain is all over the place. Show off the rest of the ponytails that are available in the first launch, and then maybe we can show off a couple of the custom things that you were talking about that are available too.
All right, cool. So I think I'll start off with like what the colors we have, and then I'll say what's in a bundle as a single and what's in a bundle as a double. So I think we will start with a darker one first.
So obviously the first one was Bloodlust. That's the one you're wearing.
This is Bloodlust, black to really bright, vibrant red.
Yep.
And then we have Eggplant Sunset, which is a black to purple to then like sort of an ocean blue, like a really deep blue.
It's just absolutely stunning is what it is.
Yeah, so that's that one there. All right. Then we have Water Weave, which is my favorite because it goes from a Barbie blonde to kind of like an icy light blue to a dark blue. It looks like a bloody popsicle, like.
I love this one because it does start off as like more of a beachy sort of blonde, and then it becomes icy, and then it melts into the blue, and it's just fucking stunning. Like it's just it's so good.
Okie dokie. Then we have Lunar Eclipse, which is a black, a jet black, same as the Bloodlust, to a, I guess what you say, like
an icy silver.
Yeah.
I'd call it probably like a silvery sort of color. Yeah. It's very still icy. It's like somewhere in between an very icy blonde and silver. It's like very much on the edge in between the two because it's not super silver, but it's also not like super blonde.
Yeah, so I guess what I would say more is it's more of like a grey sort of silver, if that makes sense.
It is, It's very much like that perfect in between unattainable shade that of silver that everyone wants to have, basically. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to go white, but you want to go the silver just before that. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, and then my other favorite is That's Hot, which is a Paris-like blonde, same as the Water Weave.
A very beachy sort of blonde at the top there.
To a very like fuchsia sort of Barbie pink. In camera, it's kind of hard to see, but on the website you'll see in its pure pinky glory. Yeah. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, and they blend super well. Yes.
They're so well blended. Like, the colors melt together.
Exactly.
And they just look absolutely stunning. I honestly cannot think of there's not a single bad thing about these. They're just absolutely beautiful. Like the hair, they tick all the boxes that most people will be looking for. The length, the color is gorgeous. The length is gorgeous. They've got like plenty of hair to them, but they also don't look too heavy. Like, how do they feel after wearing them for several hours?
Like nothing. They are under 100 grams per ponytail.
I mean, they don't look it. You know, most passes when you get that kind of like low sort of amount of hair, you know, where it's not like super like ridiculous like amount of hair, it doesn't look like that. You know, it definitely does not look that full and juicy, like, you know what I mean? Usually if you have 100 grams of hair extensions, they look sad and flat, you know, and you're like, oh, this is gonna do the trick, you know. Yeah. But this is like a full looking fucking ponytail. Like, it's majestic.
Yeah, so
it's like a mane of hair, you know.
Alrighty, so we'll move on to the very lucky last, the not intentional one, the one that was not supposed to happen, but it did, and I'm very glad it did happen, is Blueberry Slushy.
Ah, yes.
Oh, she's perfect. Just like she's the same blonde as That's Hot and Water Weave. They are siblings, but this blue is just so gorgeous. Like, I'll show you like the difference between the Water Weave and this one. Yeah. I don't know if it's shown on camera.
So obviously you'll be able to see better on it's a little bit hard to see, but you can see a bit on the camera there. The blues, they melt differently. So first of all, the darker one end's quite a lot darker. That one actually very much like has a very soft ombre and then gets dark right at the end there. And the one in your other hand, it very much is like starts off and like is the same sort of gradient all the way through, if that makes sense. It's definitely a different shade of blue too. It's obviously they're both blue, you know, so they're in the same family, but they are, you know, different shades of blue. and they ombre differently than each other. So,
but this one to me reminds me more of like blueberries and like frozen slushies. That's why, hence why it's called blueberry slushy.
Yeah. Where the other one is much more of like an ocean vibe, sort of.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that you've chosen, like, obviously they have a lot of crazy stuff going on. I like that you brought them back to maybe a little bit more sort of, like we said, super wearability so that anybody could wear them, because we've got the ombre thing going on, which everyone fucking loves an ombre. Ombres are the best. Like, anybody who loves either natural or, you know, otherwise loves a good ombre. An ombre is just amazing. And then you started off with the sort of natural hair colors and then brought it into the bright colors, which is a really smart idea. I think it makes it really versatile as well. And the fact that you've used, you know, black and blonde as well in the multiple ponies. So I think there's going to be a lot of wearability for a lot of people. So, yeah.
I hope so. So
can I ask you real quick before you, about pricing? So how much are these ponytails going to cost? You said something about bundles as well. I don't know if you wanted to mention the prices of the bundles as well.
I guess we'll go through what a ponytail comes with, and then I'll tell you the price. So every single ponytail will be shipped in a compostable mailer, and it will be shipped with Sendle. And Sendle is a shipping company that is carbon neutral. That means no harmful gas, fossil fuels in the air, etc. Blah blah. Like, I'll have this all on the website to explain. Like, I took so long.
All the information is there for you to find.
Yes, it's all there. But
yeah.
So this is a 100% compostable bag. You can just sort of like chuck it in with the worms if you have compost. Otherwise, you can reuse it. There is no limit.
You can reuse, recycle, or compost this bag, basically.
Yep, absolutely. So let's just fold that up.
What's really cool that you mentioned to me the other day is that these guys, even the glue that they use on the mailer is also like compostable too, so that will break down.
So the glue, the strip, or the tape, I guess, on the other side, and the strips are compostable as well. Yeah,
just tiny details that a lot of companies wouldn't think about. Like, then maybe they'll go, oh, let's make the mailers compostable, recyclable, whatever, but then they won't make the glue or the other elements like as well, so it doesn't make sense, you know, like
exactly.
This is like fully well-rounded. They've thought of all the details, and they give a shit about the environment, which is really important. I know to you, it's important to me. It's important to you. It's important to a lot of people, you know. Like, would you rather buy something, you know, that's contributing to harming the environment, landfill, that sort of stuff, or you know, it's not a hard decision, even for somebody who isn't passionate about the environment. It's not a hard decision to make, you know.
Yeah, so Hero Packaging, what everything comes in. Hero Packaging sent me an email just yesterday, and that was amazing, that they have sold over 10 million of these compostable mailers. They have replaced about, like, I think it was like 5 million or something plastic, like, mailers.
That's so
just
cool.
Like, so many businesses that have emailed them and just said, oh my God, I can't believe we didn't switch sooner, and just wow. Like, they literally it was so amazing, because it's like, it reminds me of like starting from something so small and hoping that, you know, the business flourishes, and they're like, we sold 10 million of these. I was like, wow, that is so cool.
It's just unbelievable. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So moving on. So with a ponytail, you also get, wow, drum roll, a bag. Yeah. You get a bag with a handle. Yes.
Yes. So it's a clear storage bag with a handle. Every single ponytail will come with that.
Every single ponytail.
I see your little business card inside there too.
Yeah. So this is a faux leather black bag. I will never do anything that is
vegan
leather.
Friendly.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, there's no animal products involved. It's all vegan friendly.
Yes. And then we have a little card here that I will write a cute little message. Of course, I haven't written anything on this one, but I write a little thank you and lots of hearts and kisses and love. And with the ponytail, of course. And then we also have, in this little magical drawstring, is a clip. So let's open this little baggie up.
Yes, you guys.
And we have a clip. So this can hold up to 2 ponytails. It can hold up to a maximum of 4, but you clamp 2 here and you can sort of put on the string here. But I'll demonstrate that in a bit. So
you'd recommend probably only using 2 though, but like if you're just saying, if you want to, you can do 4.
Yeah. So when you grab your ponytail, like where this sort of like clip section is here, just sort of move to the left a little bit and just clamp onto your ponytail here.
Perfect.
And you can just chuck it into your wardrobe.
Such easy storage. Like you can hang it anywhere. You can hang it in your closet. You could display it if you wanted to. You could hang it up somewhere.
Yep.
Anything. There's so many options. Like even if you could even really hang it somewhere. If you don't have a mannequin header or whatever, you could hang it up and actually like plait it or heat style it, like curl it or whatever you wanted to do. So that makes that easier as well. Like if you wanted to style it or anything, you could just hook it up somewhere and do that. I love the cute little bag that it comes into, and I love that you've just thought of everything. She's tried everything out herself, like the clips and stuff. She's used them herself. You know, every little detail. The bag, she tried out multiple bags, and she only you guys the best ones that actually work, that actually are cute, and that you guys would actually want to use. Like, you know, you're not getting shit here. You're getting the best. You know, you can get. Like, you definitely, the price, honestly, I'm really excited to hear the price. Like, I know, I'm like, don't sell yourself short though, girl. Like, because I know for a fact that you are not going to charge a fortune for these.
Yeah, and are you getting it done?
I'm going to cut myself off there. I'm going to cut myself off there.
It's fine. Okay, so like I said, this is like a bundle. Every single ponytail, whether it's drawstring, wraparound, etc., will come in this. So anything else sort of down later the line, will be standard. So so you'll get the bag, a ponytail, and the little clippy in a little bag here. It is $45 for a single ponytail in the bag. So
that's very reasonable.
Yes. So obviously that does not include shipping. Shipping is at the end of, but again, it's not super expensive. It's your general standard shipping.
Right now, just want to mention, we are Australian. We're here in Australia. Both of us, we're talking Australian dollars, by the way. That's 45 Australian dollars. All the prices we're going to mention are in Australian dollars as well. So if you want to do a quick Google conversion, it only takes like 2 seconds to do that. But yes, it's 45 Australian dollars. That is, if you know anything about wigs and hair extensions, if you've tried any yourself, you will know, like, that is such a fucking bargain price, like, because of the amount of effort and everything that you put into this. This isn't going in fucking, like, you know, a shitty, like, dollar Australia Post fucking, one of their shitty little, like, dollar mailers and getting sent to you. Like, no, this is in a fucking bag that you can use for storage and traveling and whatever. You can see the color of it from the outside, so you can store them all fucking together and know which one you're getting out in the morning. It comes with a fucking hanger that hangs multiple ponytails. Like, seriously, like you're getting so much more than what you're paying for, honestly. Like, for sure. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you didn't sell yourself short, but also it's a fucking amazing price, honestly. Like, yeah.
Oh, thank you. In the beginning, I did sort of sell myself short. I'm sure, like, we'll get to that because, you know, we had kind of conversation and Brooke had a couple words to me.
I'm not the only one too. I'm sure, like, maybe I know Kenny, your partner, was like, you know.
He's just like, that's not possible.
You literally cannot do it for that price. Like,
he's like, this is going to be like your job. Like, this is like, you want this to be your day job.
Unfortunately, that's how it works. If you don't make a profit, you can't make more products, you know, like, that's just how it works, you know.
I am so lucky that this, like, supplier allows me to have minimum quantities, which means that I'm not buying thousands of pieces of hair and then it doesn't sell, and then, like, eventually, you know, it has to be, like, marked down super a lot, or it like it just goes to waste essentially.
Yeah. So you still have to buy a certain amount, which is still a reasonable amount of pieces, but it's a lot less than, so you don't have to buy 5,000 or something at a time.
No, oh my god, no.
A smaller quantity of them at a time.
Yeah. It's just less waste for me and for them, and that's
the other thing I want to mention behind the scenes, the amount of actual suppliers that you have personally contacted and worked with and got samples from. That you have, they're not samples in free. She has paid out of her own pocket for like so many hundreds of samples probably for like wigs and ponytails and ponytail like bits and pieces for them. Like, you've tried out multiple bags for them. You tried out multiple mailers. I think you tried out a different mailer before this one. Yep. She's tried out every single thing, you guys, like down to the fucking mailer to make sure everything works and you're getting the absolute most that you can get from your product. So
exactly. Oh my god. Okay, so I also have a bundle which is more of a special deal. So it comes in still one bag, but you get 2 ponytails in this deal. So you can have 2 ponytails of any one that you want, but you have to contact us first because because of the low sort of quantities, I need to know, and I put up the deal for you, and then I'll just put your let's say your Instagram or whatever.
Custom listing is what you're saying.
So it'll be a custom listing that I send you the link for. So in this you get the bag, 2 ponytails, and 1 clip. I have to remember which way I'm doing it.
Just to clarify, these, if you choose out to have 2 ponytails instead of 1, they don't have to be matching, do they? Or they do? Don't have to be matching?
They do not have to be matching.
You can choose out 2 different colours. You can choose out the same colours. But you can't just click directly from the website. You do have to contact Trash Mama first and say, this is what I want to get, and she'll just pop it up for you on the website. It'll have like, usually how it works is it'll have your either a name or a number that she's given you, and it'll pop up on the website as a product, and it'll have your name or number under it, and you just click on it and you pay for it and you get your product.
Yes. So the bundle will be $55. So that's essentially $10 more for another fucking ponytail.
That's wild. Yeah, that's so wild.
So I worked really hard with my partner, Planet. You'll hear about him probably a lot because he is my absolute saving grace.
He's been fantastic.
As a chaotic human being. So he sort of runs a lot of the financial side of things, just helps me kind of like put things together because it's hard to be the creator, the photographer, the everything. And I'm like, okay.
You're very much the very just free creative, like I want to do everything.
Exactly.
But he's like the one to bring you back down to earth and be like, all right, we can do everything, but we can only do this much at a time, we've got to one thing at a time, let's start here and then let's,
he's definitely my rock where he's just okay.
Yeah, you definitely need both. You need both, honestly, to make it work.
Because I will just be like, I want 1,000,000 colors and I want all these things, and he's like, babe, that's fantastic. I love that idea, but let's just
money.
Think about that. Yeah, he's like, let's think about money, storage. Like, what are you gonna sell it to people?
Shipping, the pandemic. What are you gonna?
He's like, it's a pandemic. What do you want to do? So, so we've worked really hard to put this sort of deal together for Christmas, especially, and anyone that wants to buy their friends' ponies or for themselves or whoever.
Exactly, you get yourself and a friend or a family member one at the same time if you want to get your double.
And if you don't want to bag every time you get a ponytail, because I know it is an expensive bundle for some people, not for everybody, I know. No, and it is definitely just it's hard times. I totally get it. I've had to work from home and then get less hours, and then also trying to fund this business. So it's just been this absolute cyclone of trying to get this to happen.
Yep.
So
everything on the website was built by Trash Mama too. She is a graphic designer. Everything you see on there, she's created, and then all the images and everything, it's all her. She's designed everything. That's her. She hasn't paid anybody to do these things for her. She has done all of this stuff herself. She's created everything, like your business cards, your logo, all the website, everything. She's created herself from nothing, from scratch. So
yeah, all of it. Oh my goodness. That sounds so tiring now that it's over.
Oh, dude, it's not over. It's just the beginning.
I know. But just like all
I know what you
this
mean,
work,
though. Yeah,
and just like
it has.
you finally climbed that hill. Like there is so much more potential to grow and to glow, I guess, to this amazing sort of like new year that will come into eventually, which is not that far away, by the way.
Yeah,
but you know.
I've got a few questions for you. Before we do that, would you mind showing us, I don't know if I know you've got some stuff around. Do you have like an example or even a couple of quick examples of custom styles, just so we can have a quick look at them, like so people can see, hey, this is what a custom style might look like if you're interested. Obviously, there's a bunch of custom styles, so we're not going to show you every single one necessarily right now, but just to give you an idea, like to get your imagination running, if you want to come up with your own ideas of like what you might want to ask as well, like...
So there are some I've already packed away, and they're already like away, ready to be sent to some influencers, which I'm very excited. Which Frosty is one of them! Yay! I'm so excited for you to receive it and just be
thank you, dude.
Wow.
Thank you so much. We'll talk a little bit about that and the beginning of your business and stuff, and the future of your business as well. After you show us a couple of these cute examples you got going on here.
Okay, cool. So this one is blueberry slushy. This is, hang on, I'll try and...
So this is actually one of the ponytails available in the launch, you guys, on the website right now. But this has just got some custom stuff done by Trash Mama on it.
So I'm pretty sure this one is the triple bubble curtain is what I've called it.
Okay, but if you guys check out the website, obviously, if we've said anything wrong, it'll be on the website. You can find it on there.
Yeah, sorry. So these are bubble braids, is what you can sort of see here, and they have extensions sort of like weaved into it, which are made from an old rave curtain from one of my friends who, you know, used to have like a shop sort of with all this stuff.
That's like tinsel-y sort of stuff? Like tinsel-y,
so
holographic stuff.
It's holographic and iridescent.
That's so cool.
That's like inside of the entire bubble wrap. So with each custom set, it'll be bubbled at the top, and then from here you can customize all of this. It can be
so it can be as little or as much as you want. If you just want braids, if you just want like a braid, if you just want a little bit of tinsel, maybe you don't want the tinsel, it's not for you, or maybe you want everything. Like it's totally up to you what you want in your customization. This is just examples of ones that Trash Mama has obviously made.
So this essentially is a custom set, but you don't have to get a custom set. You can just get the braiding. So the braiding is kind of like a cheaper option if you don't want to braid something. I can braid it for you. So a single is $10, and a double, which is double set of ponytails, is $20. So that means without accessories, like you don't get the little like braid covers, the tinsel, the etc., because that is a custom set made by me. So, but again, that's something that's sort of like figured out by me and you through email or through DM, etc., right? So I have a specific set of styles, so you can have like the bubble curtain, which is this one. Hang on, move this back over here. There's this one that is a bubble mix, which is a bunch of different styles of like bubble.
Cool. Yeah.
And you can also have like little extensions in here if you want, or you can have like a ribbon braid here, or just normal braids like plaits like these here. And at the end of this one, they actually are all curled. I don't know if you can see that.
That's cool.
You probably see it here.
That's a curl touch.
They're all curled.
Just like a little spiral curl at the end.
Yeah, it's a little ringlet at the end. So every custom set will have like a little piece of hair, like you can see here, and this is to wrap around the hair.
Yeah, so you can wrap. You put your pony on, and then you wrap the piece of hair around. See, like Trash Mama's got on right there. You just wrap that around, and it covers up anything. It can be as much or as little hair as you want to wrap around it. Obviously, you can do it. Like quite a lot of hair, or you can just do a nice little thin one. It's up to you. But yeah, it's just a little cute added touch so that you can disguise your pony and blend it as nicely as possible. Basically, like just looks a lot sleeker, and it's it's fun because it brings an element of the end color of the hair up to the top as well, which I love.
Yeah, exactly. So like Frosty said, just the top of this here just wraps around, sort of like covers this sort of like the butthole at the top sort of section, and it gives it a nice sort of flare. And you don't have to do that. You can put a scrunchie around it if you feel like, or nothing at all. If that's your prerogative, you do you. We're not here to tell you how to do things.
Exactly.
So then we've got the beautiful scorpion braid, which is my favorite thing I've ever come up with. So it is a huge plait.
Yep.
All the way down into a scorpion tail.
So it turns into like a little double plait right at the end there.
Yeah.
That's
so right
cool.
in the end, it is a like double bubble.
Yeah.
Sort of. It just reminded me of like a scorpion for some reason.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah.
And then, of course, it has the tinsel as well. But again, it's a custom set.
Yeah, exactly. Totally optional for you guys, whatever you want to do with your own hair.
Yep.
And is there, I see one more there?
There's two more.
Oh, there's two more, sorry.
So this is Eggplant Sunset, and this is a mixed set. So again, it's like the pink, where you can have like sort of like
styles of plaits and stuff going on there.
But these are a lot smaller. These are not as large as these ones. So the bubbles are a lot thinner, so the braids don't look as like big, because again, it's like there's a difference between sort of like a drag sort of big hairstyle and then you know, a more thinner sort of natural hairstyle, and the ends are absolutely like dead straight. Yeah, just really nice smooth ends.
Like that. Ooh, I'm just excited to see the last one. I'm like, ooh.
You probably like this one the most because it has chains in it.
Oh, yes. That's cool.
So this one was sort of like inspired by the whole e-girl and Lolita fashion. Hang on, I'll try and move this so you can see it better.
Ooh, so interesting. What do we got going? There's quite a bit going on here.
So I guess I'll turn it sort of this way. You can see there's a lot of like little bubbles. There's like twist braids. There's a lot of like chains, and these are again all thrifted stuff.
Yeah, all upcycled stuff that have been reused.
Upcycled.
Yeah.
So like old keychains and, you know, just chains in general, and like lace. This is from a bodice.
Yep.
That I bought one time and became a bigger bitch. But yeah, everything is just like gorgeous, and again, it has a straightened sort of bottoms, which make it more softer if you straighten it.
That's amazing. I love every single one. I'm like, I want them all.
Well, I can create the perfect one for you.
Dude, this is the coolest thing ever. I can't believe it's launch day. Like, I've said it a bunch of times, but yes, I think for now we've kind of given everyone everything they sort of need to know for launch day. But before we do sign off, I did want to brush a few other things as well. We won't go too much into depth because obviously we could talk about all of these things for like a million years and stuff. But just for like a little bit of backstory, like I mentioned earlier in the podcast, this was your original idea that you were going to launch with straight off the bat. But in the end, because of supplies, I'll pass it over to you to actually explain a bit and stuff like that. Okay, cool. But basically, you know, because of the pandemic and supplies and stuff like that, you have decided to launch a different product as your first product instead of the original first product you had, which is a specific range of wigs that you wanted to launch as your first product, I believe. Again, I'll pass it over to you to correct anything that I'm saying. I thought I would also mention, in case anyone doesn't already know or hasn't figured out, there will be other products coming too as well in the future, including wigs. But you are just starting off with these ponytails, and there is a reason why, and you can go ahead and explain that to everybody.
Okay, I guess I'll first just give, I was going to do that earlier, but just give, there will be other products coming. and that are already here. So there will be a lot of scrunchies, because I collect scrunchies like no tomorrow, and have come across just huge bags sometimes at like, you know, Savers or whatnot, and I wash every single one of them and sanitize, etc. before you get it. Also sanitize extra now because of the pandemic. But I came across a lot of, I guess it's more like how I would imagine Barbie has Christmas. These are tinsel.
Oh, dude, those are amazing.
Like, I wear them all the time. I can't get enough of them. They're so freaking cute. So they've got little baubles in them, and they're super shiny and just fantastic. Like, they're the plastic Barbie of my dreams, like in a hair scrunchie. So we've got a bunch of those.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of accessories and hair accessories. And also, like I mentioned, wigs and things like that coming in the future. So we're not going to be able to cover every single thing today, but Trash Mama will let you guys know a few things you can look forward to in the future, coming soon. Some of it sooner rather than later. It really depends on, like I said, the pandemic and suppliers and a bunch of other factors as well, obviously.
Yeah, so I won't carry on too long, but I do have a lot of like braid toppers is what we have.
Yeah, so like, little extension pieces that you can clip or braid into your own hair. There's dreadlocks and braids of different varieties, colors, and customizations there. Really, really cool. It's basically just a little piece of your crazy creative mind, and I love it so much. I'm like, every time you show me anything new you've made, I'm like, sign me up, dog. I'm gonna give you all my money. I want every single one of those.
Fucking red.
I mean, look at you, like you've got some tinsel or something going on in the front there. I love that. I'm just like, what?
That's
How
another
are you
thing.
so cool? Honestly, anytime you wear something in your hair, I'm just like, dog. How? I need it right now. Okay, I'm so happy the shop is open.
Yeah. Again, I will have everything in the shop. Tinsel extensions will be there as well. We only have silver for now, and we have limited stock. So once they're gone this year, that might be it because of, you know, the pandemic. But anyway, so let's just let
stuff coming in the future.
Yes.
Did you want to mention a couple of things that people can look forward to in the future?
Yes. So actually, this week coming, there is wraparound ponytails coming.
Is there?
Like, stock. It's coming. Like, oh my fucking God.
Nice.
I'm so excited. Nice. Like, I've spent so long, even friggin' longer on the wraparounds. Like, if they are perfect, because I have to buy stock now because I can't keep doing blah, you know. It's iterations of samples, So it just doesn't work out for them, which is totally fine. So if they are perfect, they are going on the site, like ASAP. They're on there.
So that, fingers crossed, if the stamp that, like, you've tried out some samples, if they've actually gotten it right how you want it, you might be seeing those actually very, very soon, you guys, as your next product on the website, which is awesome. What else? What about thinking a little bit further into the future? Like, I know you've mentioned some things to me, like about how you might like to do. You've mentioned a bunch of things to me, and I know you tried out some stuff already. Like, obviously, wigs, different versions of wigs, like different sort of what's the word? different quality in wigs, but with different price points, obviously. And also, I think you've mentioned things like buns and even fringes to me before. So, tell me all the crazy things that might be coming.
Cool. So I will take the mic and dance it over this way. So, as well as ponytails, because that was not the original plan. You can look forward to buns, fringes, wigs, even. And extensions, like the whole plethora, like even towards literally anything hair that you can imagine, I'm gonna flip and make it. And you bet your ass I'm gonna make it. So even hair donuts, and I might even I have sort of in the works a few different bun designs. So it might be buns with like some I don't really want to ruin the surprise, but like
don't ruin the surprise, but buns,
let's just say there's lots of resin involved and it's very cake themed.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Ooh.
I like how you said it.
I'm so excited. Just so much is going on, and I've just been kind of like in a lull, and now you're just like, you know, things are happening, and it is moving forward.
Yeah. So this is all going to be happening, obviously, one launch at a time because of COVID, and also just because you're obviously just starting right now as of today. You're a small business. You're one person currently, as it stands right now, just a one-person business.
I know.
And you know, it's you guys that will be like this by buying the products and stuff, sharing even like sharing on social media, like the Instagram page, if you want to like share some of the things on there. You know, let people know about the about Trash Mama Wigs launching, and just any little thing you can do to help is going to be able to make all these other things happen. You know, purchasing obviously from the brand, that's going to make Trash Mama here be able to make all of these other launches come to you as well. So
yeah, it's definitely going to be I guess curated by you guys. Like of course what I want is going to also be made, but if there's anything that you want, you can always send me inspiration, and I will always look into it.
Yeah, it's super collaborative. Like, obviously, this is just very much like everything from inside your brand coming out. It's amazing. I love it. But also, if you like something, like we said, you can ask for anything you want, basically. Like, like I said, if you want something simple and like, you know, elegant or whatever, if you want something fucking crazy, I don't know, maybe even Trash Mama hasn't thought of before, you go ahead and ask her. She'll
open.
Try to make your dreams come true. I'm really excited because Trash Mama has even made some of her own accessories that I believe you guys might see as well. Question mark?
You want to see it now?
I'm just saying, like, will they be seeing those too, like, in the future? Your accessories that you made?
So I've only made them for friends at this point, but I can show you one now. So I do make collars sometimes when I feel like it. And
look
this is a very
shame collar. Ah! I'm a good cream. It's like 12:30 in the morning here. It's like God knows what time it is for you. Like 3:30 in the morning. Look at that shame collar. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. So I wasn't actually 100% sure. That's why I was just asking if you were actually thinking about selling some of your own accessories that you make or not. I wasn't sure if that was something you were thinking about. That's why I was like, question mark.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely. Hang on, let me stop making bloody noise.
It's just like us in a regular podcast eating and
absolutely.
making more noises.
Oh, whatever. Okay, so I will be making masks. I will be making chokers. Again, it is a thing that will sort of have to happen whenever I have free time. It's not going to be like, oh, you know, I have constant launches. Like if I had the time to absolutely 100% dedicate myself to this business and could financially support myself, I would do this all freaking day and never complain. Like this is my dream for this to become this big, like beautiful community that just, you know, loves everybody and doesn't like point and pick at, you know, stupid things like, oh my God, it doesn't match her hair color. Oh my God, you can see the weft clip. It's just like, shut up.
Just live your best life.
Okay, so enough of that. So I've made for Frosty here and one of our friends, Lamia, which we talk about probably a lot. And we'll continue to do so because she's an amazing human being. Is I've made them little push-in collars.
I'm obsessed with push-in. It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen before.
And these are actually like little cushions, like they're filled with.
They're so cute. They're like little plushy ones.
Yeah. So with these, there's absolutely no waste in me making these. They're actually filled.
Yeah, like
these
spare
little
material and stuff.
yeah. So these little ones are actually filled with the spare material that you cut off, and it's just used as fluff.
I love it. It's absolutely amazing. Like it's the coolest thing I've ever seen before. I want to scream a second time because like I don't want to hurt everyone's ears, but like I'm screaming on the inside so loud, you guys, right now. Like
and Frosty's special one that I
oh my God,
thank
you guys.
goodness found is a Harry Potter material, and it's a Harry Potter.
God. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. It's Harry Potter and he's like a little broomstick or something, I think. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing ever. Like I love it so much.
And yeah, of course, Diamantes, because you know a girl's got to be extra.
Extra, exactly.
They're all
Diamantes
made out of
Harry Potter. Sign me up,
yeah. But yeah, everything will be made out of really comfy materials. Like this is made of literally like cotton fabric that they use for like bed sheets and stuff like that. And I will try to the best of my ability to get materials that are, you know, from thrift stores and stuff like that. Otherwise, it'll just be like spotlight sales racks sort of thing. I try not to buy, you know, what they've got sort of there. But I could not resist the Pusheen stuff. Like, come on.
It's so good.
Yeah, I think this one is like my all-time favorite just because of like the glitter collar.
I mean, as much as like the Harry Potter one is just fucking yes. Like just the rainbow glitter and the 3 Pusheens, I'm just like, no, that's so good. It's so good. Oh my God.
Yeah, so amongst everything, sorry, like I'll stop talking in a bit and we can end this, but so I also have made for Frosty and Lamia custom wigs. So I guess this is where I sort of say where we originally were going to be and where I was hoping to be, you know, and then the pandemic was like, boom.
It was like, fuck you.
Literally, yeah. Oh my God. Just
for a little bit. I'm wearing it right now. I thought I would chuck it on because it just felt appropriate, and also I look like, I look like I do every day, which is just like a little goblin. But I'm wearing. This is just a sample, obviously, one of many samples Trash Mama tried out. This was a sample of something that was. It was very similar to a product that was going to be in your first launch. This is one of the samples you tried out for it, and you ended up choosing a different one, but it was almost exactly the same as this one. It was just slightly different, I believe. So yeah, I'm actually wearing the sample that you sent me now. It's very cute. I've curled it since, and I love it. I wear it whenever I can because it's absolutely stunning. Like, look at all this hair. It's so glorious. Like we said, there will be lots more hair products, including wigs, coming in the future. But yeah, this was actually from like, you know, the beginnings when it was going to start off in a different place, but unfortunately that didn't happen. And not really unfortunately, I mean, sort of, because, you know, that would have been great, but also where we are now is also fucking amazing and fantastic, and I'm just really, I'm really, really happy, and I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you, and I just want to go on the website and be like, I'm really excited not only for the custom wig. I can't believe you custom made that wig. Like, you guys are going to lose your minds when you guys see it. We'll show you that in the future. And I can't wait to try out ponytails. Like, I'm just like, I have all these ideas brewing in my mind right now, and I'm like going to do whole like looks with them, and I'm like, yes, YouTube, Instagram, like, you guys fucking wait. You're going to see everything, and I'm so excited to like make myself over, because like, let's be real, I fucking need it. Like, look at these fucking eye bags.
Oh, come on.
I honestly can't wait to show you guys and just feel like I'm living my fucking best, most extra life, though. Like, I'm just like, yes!
I'm so excited for you to just, like, see everything and play with all the color and just feel like, wow.
That's the only thing, because obviously I see a lot. Like, obviously, you know, I see a lot of things you guys have seen too, but also a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. but you know, I don't see it in person or be able to touch it and stuff, obviously, because you do live on opposite sides of Australia. So yeah, I'm so excited to be able to play with everything. I'm just like, yes. I actually asked for more wig heads for Christmas. Everyone's like, what do you want? I'm like, I need more wig heads. Because like I need to buy more hair from Trash Mama Wigs, so I need some more wig heads, Doug.
Yay. Oh god. Yeah, I guess like I'll wrap it up with saying this, that like originally it was going to be lace front wigs and hard front wigs and just cheaper sort of wigs, and it was all designed like by me as normal. I swatched everything. I did all the photoshopping. I was so ready to have it happen. I even did a whole nother, like, buying a bunch of different wigs that would sort of be more that you'd wear with like a hat, if anything. Because like you can wear
there was a few lines. There was like they were still very affordable, but they were like lace front, you know, much higher quality collection. And then there was like a wig range that was, they're not rubbish, you know, they're still reasonable quality, but there's like a cheaper, even cheaper range of wigs that you know, obviously need a bit more work with the styling and stuff to just make them look a little nicer. And obviously, like, you know, they're not the most natural looking. Obviously, they're way better than what you get from like a party store or something, but they're not like up to the same quality of standard as the you know, the nicer lace front wigs and stuff.
Exactly. I just wanted it to be more like not just like affordability, but also just like being able to get it quicker, because in Australia, like, it's really hard to find just like companies that don't just sell shit wigs for expensive prices. Like, and I mean party wigs. I'm not even talking about lace fronts. We're not even going to go there. But just like just party city wigs, you know, that, you know, you would sort of be like, okay, maybe I'd pay like, you know, $10, $20 for it, and they charge $40, $50, $60.
Yeah.
And I'm charging $45 for a ponytail that's like all the time and effort put into that. And they put no effort in it. They literally shove it in the bag and shove it in your face. Like, that's it.
And just like, you're right, like 100%, like, honestly, those types of wigs, you go look at them and you're like, oh, I'd expect to pay, like you said, $10, $20, like, tops. But honestly, the wig is worth fucking like not even $5. Like, there's fucking, they're probably, honestly, the whole wig itself probably costs like $2 fucking.
Yeah,
like
probably.
It's just an absolute piece of shit with like plastic. Just pulled plastic over something, cut it up, and like stuck it to a fucking wig cap, and then just like.
They're like, this is wig. It's like that meme.
Yeah.
It's like, is this a bird, but it's a butterfly or something?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I feel it's so hard though. Like, I think everybody who's tried any of those wigs before knows exactly what you mean. Like, the difference between a slightly higher quality synthetic wig as opposed to like just the lowest bottom of the barrel piece of shit. Like, you know, one that you literally can't do anything with. Like, you can't change, you can't hide the part, you can't do anything with it. It just is like a fucking disaster.
Oh goodness, yeah. And obviously, like, you know, trying to do I guess those companies miss the development stage of trying things and trying to make it better, because something might originally come one way, and then you say, okay, how about we do a little bit of this and that, and then they be like, we can do that, or we can't do this, you know. So you further develop something that already exists, but there is absolute no development in that. It's just like,
I think a lot of the time, like, big companies like that just like want to make fast money. It's really honestly like borderline a scam, you know, the amount of money you're paying for fucking a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It's just straight up the truth. Like, again, anybody who's tried it, you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Like, an absolute piece of garbage you paid a small fortune for. You're like, what the fuck? You can't really, it's almost impossible to make it work for anything. And like, meanwhile, they've made shit tons of money, including postage, and you know, you can't, there's no refunds available. They don't have a refund fucking policy or anything like that. And they don't care about the quality. and they don't care about the customer. They just care about making money, basically, is what they care about. And yeah, like I don't. You just can't trust a company that doesn't give a shit about customers, or like, yeah, like a real fucking proper company that puts customers first is like, it's rare. They exist though.
Exactly.
But that's what a small business really is. You know, that's what you get when you buy from a small business. Is not just the quality, usually, like generally speaking, usually the quality of a product is way fucking better, you know, but also all that time and effort and everything that's gone into it, like, and they give a shit about you. They're like, hey, I can't believe you fucking brought something from me. You're the fucking best. Like,
that's
you know
literally
what I mean?
all my little notes are going to be. I'm going to do a little dance every time.
Exactly.
Like, I'll probably cry a little bit too. Like, just like, oh my God.
Whereas this big company's like, like, you know, they don't know your name personally. They're not gonna write you a fucking letter saying, "Hey, Teresa, like, thank you for being a bad bitch and buying my products." Like, you're not gonna get a handwritten note saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it will be handwritten compliments like, you are fucking gorgeous. Like, yeah. So I'm very excited. Like, it's gone from like, it's had such a glow up from like the earlier stages where we've tried to, you know, sort of shove it together and be like, oh, you know, cheapest as possible, you know, blah, which was just not possible. That's not adding quality and value to an industry that's cutting it down.
Yeah,
like
because you can already get the cheapest as possible, like, you know what I mean? But like, yes, is it important for things to be affordable when they can? Sure, but like, it's more important for something to be of actual quality and still not be overpriced, but still be like a quality. You know, you get what you pay for. Obviously, not all the time, but obviously, it stands for like, I would say 90% of the time, it's just a rule of thumb to go by. You know, you get what you pay for. Obviously, it's not always true, but generally speaking, like. But that's actually the one place really where you don't, like, is with Wigs. You honestly just pay a fortune for all pieces of shit, honestly. Like, you know what I mean?
Yikes, yep.
And this is where there's a huge hole in the market, and I'm so glad that you've come here and launched today. And I think we better stop talking to them about it so they can go check out the website. Like I said, we're going to leave the Trash Mama Wigs website and the Trash Mama Wigs Instagram page down below in the description box. Are there any other social medias at the moment, or is that it for now?
I have a Facebook, but it's exactly the same as Instagram. It's just in case people don't have an Instagram, which is fine.
Okay, awesome. We'll link the Facebook page. Sorry, guys, I actually don't have Facebook. That's why I didn't know. But yeah, there is a Facebook page too. We'll have that down below as well. So follow on social media and check out the website. It's open right now. Whether you guys want to just peruse or you want to buy yourself something right now, like Trashy said, Christmas is fucking soon. And like that two ponytail deal is like, yeah.
I think that's it. That's all we can say, except for, like, you know, carrying on for hours and hours, you know. There's a lot to look forward to, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you don't want to buy it, that's fine. If you want to share it, I love you. Absolutely. On Instagram, Facebook. Go ahead and share it. If you guys have other social media, obviously, you can still share the link to the website or whatever. Yeah, exactly. I have a TikTok. I didn't say that. I have a TikTok. Oh, you have a TikTok? Oh, shit. Well, let's fucking link that too. We'll link everything, guys. Yeah, so every single day I post something on the TikTok. I post on Instagram Reels. If you like one or the other, I post on both of them, the exact same things. So, yeah, like, I lip sync sometimes when I feel like it, and it's awful. Nice. But we have a good time. I share a lot of small businesses on my page. I have a whole little tag on it, and I'll have it on my website as well, of all my friends who have businesses, and just my friends who I appreciate the most will be there. So check them out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this Snacks and Relax podcast episode. This is number 4, I think. This one's a little bit rushed if you're watching this already and you've only just seen
The third one, don't fucking stress, okay? We're only usually doing one episode a week. It's just a special episode for you guys to coincide with the launch. Check out the website. We love you guys.
Stay fabulous, you bitches. Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.